Good morning. Good morning. Feel Good Friday. So it is a holiday weekend here in the US. And as promised, I said I was going to try and get on early before my regular work day. I'm dropping stuff all over the place. You know, this is home of the sloppy shuffle. So, those of you that follow me on the reg, you know that I was going through a bit of good morning, Susan. Going through a little bit of a mental health crisis. I'm still kind of in it. I'm not done with it. But just a lot of pressure was happening. We have a lot of stuff going on in our family, and I had a kid graduate this year, so there's exciting stuff going on. So I'm trying to be a bit more positive based. So on the channel on here. So I thought we would do Feel Good Friday. So one of the cool things about going through this little mental health craziness is that I started to, and I'm just bringing up my card view. I started to use my Aleister Crowley Thoth deck. Those of you that are students of mine, you know this was the second deck I got. It's very challenging. There's a lot of information in it. It's a very strong deck, so you really do have to be kind of prepared and grounded and ready to do like a really intense reading with it. So I think it's kind of cool. Like maybe I went through this little mental health thing so that I could start using this deck again. Who knows? I don't know, but I figured we would start out and I would do a little bit of fun stuff for you all to kick off your holiday weekend. Oh, hello, Zograph from sunny, warm Europe. It is pretty hot and weird here in the tri-state area in the US. It's very hot, but it's been very rainy, and allegedly we're supposed to have a really rainy weekend. I got Trevor Colt's new book, Exploitation, so I am stoked to have, a rainy weekend so I can sit down and actually read it. I want to read that in one go. I don't want to sit around and play around with it. Also, if you guys look, I'm going to pin it again just in case you're just here. I found a new channel, and this is Rick Paul. I was introduced to him by the Fitness Hutch and the Fitness Touch, and he's a psychic like me, and he does spiritual guidance. He's really cool. His channel is just getting off the ground. He's got under 100 subscribers, so if you can go over there and give him a sub, that'd be great. He's super, super positive, super, super great. I flew through all of his videos last night after meeting him, and I met him on the Hutches live feed. And if you're not subscribed to the Hutches, subscribe to the Hutches as well. So we're going to do a Raise Your Vibration card. This is from the Hay House card subscription service that I subscribe to. We're going to do one of these for all of us, kick off our weekend. And let me know if you want to do a Feel Good Friday every Friday. I could get up early and do that. Healing myself heals my lineage. So what does that mean? What does that mean for us? And we're going to pretty much stick with single cards on this. And I do have to jump off at 8:30 my time because I have to do my other job. So healing myself heals my lineage. We all know that Prince Harry talked about his, what did he call, genetic pain, which I'm pretty sure he meant generational pain, generational trauma. So when we overcome certain things, we can stop that from happening in the future. And hi, good morning, Penny. That can also happen spiritually and beyond the physical corpus. So we can make changes. And that's a lot of my clients. I have one client who said, I really want to work on raising my vibration, raising my spiritual level. Hi, good morning, Deborah. Hey, Fitness Hutch. I watched, I was just talking about Rick Paul, and I did a link for him in here because I don't have those fancy pants producers like you guys have. It's just me over here. But I watched his videos. He's awesome. I totally want to like get together and maybe do a live with him if he'd be game. I want to help his channel. So dealing with your generational spiritual pain, we have to run into the same people over and over again in different lifetimes, and we have to correct our course with them. So sometimes we have to work on being dominant over them, sometimes dealing with their dominance over us. And so healing yourself heals your lineage. That can apply to your spiritual self as well. So then we're going to pull another one just in case that didn't resonate with you. Truth is my teacher. So truth being your teacher, and we all know that some people's perspective of the truth is a little bit different from reality. And those of us who have any kind of lifetime, we know that there's 27 different versions of every single story. So truth is the best fit for everybody. It really is. Oh yeah, Hutch, you'll mod for me. I don't know if I can do that. I can make you a mod. And I think I have to do it in YouTube. So first I'll figure out the Discord, and then I'll figure that out. I know I do have some moderators from when Alicia and I were doing the dueling tarot, which, by the way, everybody, Alicia and I were going to get on the phone today. We're just going to kind of plan out the summer and see if we can carve out some time together. Like I said, both of us, we're not stopping the show. We just have a lot on our plates right now. So we miss you guys. We know you miss us. So truth is my teacher. Truth is the best fit for everybody. It is the truest true, if you will. So it's what's going to serve the greater good to the best benefit. So sometimes we have to bend a little, and that's the beauty of a spiritual journey, because you can modify some of the beliefs. Like I was probably not the best person ever when I was in my, teens and early 20s, drove my parents crazy, drove them crazy. So, you can modify. And every 7 years, we change ourselves, we change our friends, we change our metabolism, and we can change our spirit too. So every 7 years, you can kind of do a clean out. You can do like a decluttering, like a spiritual decluttering. I feel like I'm doing a spiritual decluttering right now. I'm really figuring out, how I want to live the next 7 to 10 years. So let's pull one of these Moonology cards. These are not the regular Moonology cards, but they're the Manifestation Oracle cards. So let's see if we can help you guys manifest something. And again, this, if you're tuned in, this may be something that resonates with you. Maybe not. Maybe you're just a witness right now. Maybe you're just hanging out for the morning. So let's see what's going on here. Bang, bang, bang. And these are brand new cards, so I'm having trouble pulling them apart. So we got last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. Really important for this holiday weekend, I think, for me especially. I have a tendency, I work every day. I don't take any days off. And that's a really bad thing. It usually is, I have to crash and burn, like I have this mental burnout. That was basically what happened at the beginning of this week. Hutch, I'm going to send Mel an email, because like what I went through last weekend and what I'm still going through this week is, mental fitness. And I'm not mentally fit right now, but I'm working on it. I'm an A-type personality, so I'm going to push through no matter what. I'm going to, burn myself to the end, which is not the greatest thing, but my whole life, I've always gone, hi, Serendipity. Good morning, my love. What I typically do is just work until I crash and burn. Like one of the best things that probably happened to me was that virus that went around, and I got it last spring, because it literally forced me to be in bed for 10 days. Now, I didn't test positive for the beginning of it, So I kept working. I was working from home, but I kept working, and it finally knocked me into bed. And I was actually so sick that I couldn't even read or watch TV. I just laid there and coughed. It was terrible, but I needed it. It actually, I depleted myself so much that I just was at rock bottom. So for this weekend, clear your mind. I think everybody clears their plate and just kind of chills out and gets to it. Hutch, I don't know if you know, it's a holiday weekend this weekend. This was Independence Day. This when we broke away from the United Kingdom. I'm sorry. No, I plan to do nothing this weekend. Like I love fireworks. I am a huge firework gal, but I am not watching any fireworks. So let's pull another one just in case somebody else needs one. And gosh, these are so new. They're so sticky. Full moon in Pisces, we're going to forgive. We're going to forgive those people that maybe get under our skin, maybe the people that are driving us nuts, maybe the people that test our patience, those kinds of things. I know that I need to do some forgiveness in the professional quarter because it there are certain things like when you're screaming for help and you're drowning and people don't hear you. It's really awful, and I was unfortunately branded as emotional and reactive, and my reaction was, I'm not emotional and reactive if you listen to me the second time I tell you. I get mad on the 10th. So that having that kind of reputation, and I come from very excitable cultures, so like, come on, like I'm not going to be calm. There's no calmness here. So we're going to put those on the side. Now let's get into these super fun Thoth Tarot Crowley cards, and we'll just do kind of what's going to happen for the weekend, how everybody can maximize their weekend, have the best possible weekend that they can. Let's see. This is going to be for our whole world. Carolina. Oh, Hutch, have a good day. Go to work. I got to go to work too in 12 minutes. So basically, we have in the Crowley deck, we have discs. We don't have pentacles. So we have our 4 of Pentacles. We have our, bear with me. This is our adjustment card. So balance, we're going to be a little out of balance. We're going to not, and one of the things, this is Lady Frida Harris did the artwork on these cards, and they're so amazing. The artwork in this deck, and it's really what attracted me, not the Aleister Crowley bit, but it's the artwork that really attracted me. You can see the symmetry and the balance in this card. What happens when we go upside down? What happens? We should indulge in not having that symmetry. Keep a fine line, stay on the rails, but allow yourself to color outside the lines is really what this is all about. So this is going to maximize our weekend for everybody who's just jumping in. I see everybody there. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. So then we get into Wheel of Fortune, which when Wheel of Fortune is upright, it is fortuitous. It is going to present us with golden opportunities and great things in front of us. We're going to have some fun. So this says, toe the line. Okay. We're not going to go, you're not going to go from preppy popped collar shirts to joining a biker gang. You're not going to do that. You're going to toe the line. You're going to stay truest to your truest self, but maybe wiggle outside those lines a little bit. Maybe try something different. Maybe you never ate cantaloupe before and you need to eat cantaloupe. Maybe you've never gone on a certain hiking trail. You're going to go and do that. And the universe is going to be very, very positive, and it's going to give you blessings for that. So that's terrific. That is all good stuff. We're going to do a little shadows and light too while we're here. Let me pull out our gals. And these are just going to be for anybody who needs a little lift today. I love these girls. This is another deck that Alicia turned me on to. And if you're just jumping in, I put a comment in here. There is a fella who's friends with Hutch, who's also a reader and spiritual. And his name is Rick Paul. You can find him, scroll up in the comments, go subscribe to him. He's just kicking off his channel, and we want to help him grow. We want to help support him. So here we go. This is going to be Penny. I'm going to make this one for you since you're enjoying retirement. This one's for you specifically, my darling. So we've got the Storm Angel, which is a collision of beliefs, styles, attitudes, and energies. And this is a lot like what I was talking about with the last set of cards, like towing the line, but bringing some new stuff in, mixing it up. It's like, having a glass, a jar full of glitter. You want to shake it up and kind of watch where everything goes and enjoy that. Maybe incorporate some different attitudes into your life. So, that's a good one. Serendipity. I'm going to give you one, sweetie pie. And we're going to have Mend a Broken Heart Fairy. And she's all about blessing that broken heart. When we have broken things, in the Japanese culture, they have a technique of mending broken things with gold, because things that are broken, if they're not shattered to a million pieces, they definitely, good morning, M, or good evening, M. They definitely can be corrected. And I love this idea. I have lots of different stuff that, I've mended that way, not with the gold. I have a flying pig on my kitchen table whose ear broke off, and I need to get the little gold stuff just to put around the edges where we did mend him. But when his ear broke off, I was devastated. I absolutely loved him. So the Mend a Broken Heart Fairy, those things that hurt us, things that damage us, our heart or spiritually, we can correct those and sometimes make them even better and prettier than before. So let's get another one. I'll pull this one out for you. This is Faceless Ghost and Haunted Girls, ghost people. So ghost people, not scary. Okay. I want to say that ghosts are not scary. So ghosts can come to us with experiences from the other side and experiences from their lifetime. So they really are there as elders, advisors, and people that have already done what, maybe challenges that we've gone through. And a lot of the time, what we'll see is those spirits will show themselves to us when we need something from them, when they can serve a purpose for us. So, never be scared if you do see a ghost or a spirit or something like that. They're typically there to boost you up and kind of take care of you, unless you're one of those crazy ghost hunters that goes to super spooky places. I watched a video the other day of these ghost hunters, and yeah, I was like, I would have been out of that building in 5 minutes. So grab a little cuppa. Oh, you guys know I love that Yorkshire Red. I'm so glad I can get that on Amazon. My mother is still buying Sainsbury from she orders it from Britain. She gets the Sainsbury Red, and some friends of ours that gave it to her when she was in England, and then she's been ordering it, and they're like, Sainsbury, that's like the store brand. It's not that good. So I'm trying to get her over to the Yorkshire Red like me. So let's do. I love the Oracle of Shadow and Light. I love this. So I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants. Let's do a little bit more, raise your vibration, and then I am going to jump off. Deborah, you and I have to have a talk too. I want to find out what's going on with you. I'll text you. I got to work all day. We didn't get oh, hi Serendipity. Oh, you know what? That was happening to me last night. I kept getting knocked off watching people. It was a bummer. So, all right. So, Deborah, this one's for you. We're going to raise your vibration, baby doll. Upside down. See things from a higher perspective. That's kind of cool because I know what kind of journey you're on. So, seeing things from a higher perspective. This is something that we do in CRV and controlled remote viewing, and it's why it's so important to have a monitor there. And for people that are learning to read or learning to be spiritual or learning to be spiritual guides, it's really important. You sometimes have to direct yourself to come back out of the situation. And I'll give you an example. I did a reading once upon a time for an individual who was in a very poor marriage, not a great marriage. And I kept seeing the bickering, small parts of the argument. I couldn't see the grander scheme of things. So I kept seeing that they were just kind of irritating each other and bickering and fighting with each other and just being super annoying. And I couldn't see that there was a much larger picture. When I pulled myself back, good morning, AW. When I pulled myself back, I could see more of the fundamental issues in that relationship. And truly, it was set on a very poor foundation. The intentions of both parties were in conflict. One person was doing it for security and out of desperation, and the other person was doing it for image. It just was a very poor foundation. But my point is that I kept seeing the arguments. So they were arguing about dish towels, they were arguing about the glasses they were using, they were arguing about the food they would serve at a party, but I couldn't see the fundamental issues. So I couldn't really advise. I was like, well, like the dishes are, ugly, but I that's not advising someone. That's not doing a good service to someone. So what I'm going to advise to you, Deborah, is make sure that you always pull back and psychically pull back and look at the whole situation, look at the whole person. Because sometimes we'll see with people that have substance abuse issues, we'll get caught up in that substance abuse issue and maybe some interactions with that. And we really can't see where the root of the problem is. So everyone, I have to jump off because I have a regular morning thing. I didn't realize how sparkly my lip gloss was. Oh, sparkles. So I will try and do something later. I would like to try and do a live tonight. So I know it's a holiday weekend. Tomorrow is going to be a great day for me to do a live. So I'm going to try and do a live tomorrow. But maybe you'll see me a little bit later on today. So I hope you all have a fabulous day. I hope you all have an amazing weekend. If I don't see you again, in the meantime, I have the buddy sale going on this weekend in honor of one of my BFFs, Kay. It's a dual reading. It's an hour. You guys can split the cost and you can both get a reading with me. If your best friend is far away, it's a good opportunity to just sit and we'll all be on Zoom. If you are a local person, we can do it in person. I'm totally fine with in-person things, but we can do the buddy reading, or we can do a private reading for you. Link is down below. I have a new class getting cooked up. So anyone who has taken my class before, I'm going to give you free access to the new sessions so you can benefit from watching the class again and also getting to know some of the new students. I know my students often learn very, very well from the other students. So, everybody comes to the table with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So we make a nice big cake with that. So have a great day, everybody. I will talk to you all soon.